And you're ready to do it now. Good. All right, so just let your eyes close. Take a deep breath and just have the intention of going to peace, and your mind will take you there. And when you're there, the yes finger can let me know. Okay. And each and every time you go to peace, it becomes easier and faster than the time before. Each and every time. Now, superconscious mind. First, Leslie, I'd like you to make yourself a safe place. Just make it and see if you can allow yourself to park your conscious mind there. And when you've done that, just let the yes finger come up. Thank you. Now, you can just stay there, and I'm going to ask that other part of your mind, the superconscious part of your mind, to go out into the field and check out the states of Esdale, higher levels where guidance is present, physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, mental healing, and soul level. And just like you knew when you went from A to B or B to C, you'll know when your mind's checked it all out, and the yes finger can just let me know when it's done that. Thank you. Now, is it all right? Is it okay for Leslie to go to Esdale? Yes or no? Thank you. I'm taking her down now with each and every breath, going all the way to Esdale. And this arm stays in somnambulism, where it's at right now. The rest of the body goes all the way into Esdale. And when you're there, the superconscious mind takes, you don't have to try to do anything yourself, Leslie, just let it happen. Your mind will do it for you. And when it's there, the mind will just give you that sense, and the yes finger will want to move. You can let me know. Thank you. Now, as like with each word I say, with any questions that come, you just allow yourself to drift deeper, because you'll internalize this information so easy from where you are. Now, I want to know if she's at Esdale. I want to know if her mind took her there, right? So I'm going to test if it's worth testing. Does that make sense? So there's no movement in the eyes, right? Looks good indication that testing is warranted, right? So the first test, Elman used to yell into their face, open your eyes. I decided that I would do it, never clap by their ears, by the way, but I clap there. You know why? Because when she's just on the edge like that, where she was just on the edge, it was just like fractionating her from the outside. That makes sense? So the next test is the catalepsy. So this is if you have a client that's just on the edge like this. Do I want to keep making her go closer? I can feel the stiffness. I can feel the stiffness in here. It's just on the edge. She's close enough, she's going to drop into it as soon as, sometimes when they're in front of people, it actually, while I'm talking about it, they'll let themselves elevate a little bit. And see, there's that stiffness. You could see it when I did that. And that's good enough for the purposes I'm going to be doing it, because she'll just go there next time as easy, be right on. You don't want to push them any further, your client, if they're that far. So the third test would be to pinch her. I'm not going to bother. What I would say to her, if she was my client now, I said, that's wonderful. You're just there. Is that all right with you? And they'll usually, can you let me know, is that all right with you, Leslie? Thank you, because you will go deeper. So that's fine. So from here, superconscious mind, can you now take her to a higher level where guidance is present? And when you're there, please let the yes finger come up. Thank you. Is guidance present? Yes or no? Is the conscious mind aware of the guidance? Yes or no? Good. And Leslie, happy with the guidance? Yes or no? Good. So we know everything's good. So she has her guidance. Superconscious mind, is it all right to work on an issue at this time? Yes or no? Can you bring up the feeling of that issue, please? And when it's as high as that feeling needs to be, let the yes finger come up. Yeah, just come closer. Get her finger moved yet? Is the feeling as high as it needs to be? Oh, sorry. Leslie, how high is that? Let me know with your voice, please. Between 1 and 10. And where do you feel it in your body? Your throat and your heart. If you were to know what size they were, how big would it be? What would the size be? Okay. And if it had a color, what would they be? Okay. Superconscious mind, and conscious mind can just retain that information for later. Superconscious mind, can you now allow her to go to total comfort to start the work, please? Yes or no? Please let me know when we're ready to start working. Just take her to comfort. Thank you. Are there experiences that cause or affect this issue? Yes or no? Are any of these experiences that you want her conscious mind to know about? Yes or no? Please go to the first one you want her to know about. When you're there, let the yes finger come up. Be there, you inside or outside? By yourself or with others? When I touch on the forehead, you know how old you are in the experience? And how's the 19-year-old feeling? Angry. So you already know what to do. I'm going to ask you to wrap your arms around her and support her. Can you tell her that you love her? Can you do that? Okay, tell her that you'll always be there for her. And then that's all you need to do. Superconscious mind and guidance, please bring that 19-year-old's feeling to the positive, opposite, the extremely positive opposite to that awesome, fantastic level. When that's accomplished, let the yes finger come up. If you choose to use it, it's there. Superconscious mind, just bringing it in as easily as possible to the positive opposite. As comfortably for Leslie as you can. And when it's at that extreme positive opposite, let the yes finger come up. Thank you. How's the 19-year-old feeling now? Fine, did you say?
Powerful.
Powerful. Good. Is you ready to go in your heart, you think? Thank you. Please do that. Now you can stay with that powerful 19-year-old or stay in your safe place, whichever you wish.